In this lesson, we will take a look at what exponents mean and how to use them. So let's take a look at this example in the title page. So we have 2 to the 4th power. So what you need to understand before we jump in is that the 2 here is what we call the base number. And the 4, which is the little small number up top right, that is called your exponent, okay? So let's take a look at how exponents work. So exponents tell you how many times you will multiply the number that it's attached to times itself. So that base number, the exponent tells you how many times you will multiply that base number times itself. So for example, here we had 2 to the 4th power. Let's take a look at that. So the exponent basically means repeated multiplication. So let's take a look at that example, 2 to the power of 4, or 2 to the 4th power. What that means is that you will take the 2, and you should see 4 of those 2's, okay? So you should see 4 2's. All you need to do now is multiply it times itself, those 4 times. So you have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And that's pretty straightforward. That's just multiplication. So you have 2 times 2, that gives you 4, and then 2 times 2 is 4. So if we multiply those together, we get 2 to the 4th power is equal to 16. So let's take a look at some more examples. We have 7 to the power of 2. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is that we have 7, that's our base. We should see 2 of them, and now all we do is multiply in between. So we have 7 times 7, which is 49. Number 2, we have 3 to the power of 4, or 3 to the 4th power. Our base number here is 3, and our exponent says that we should see 4 of those 3's. So we have 3, 3, 3, 3. Now all you need to do is multiply. So here, I'm going to break it down. I know 3 times 3 is 9. I know 3 times 3 is 9. So I have 9 times 9, which is 81. So 3 to the 4th power, or 3 to the power of 4, is 81. Number 3, 8 to the power of 4. That means that I should see the base 8 4 times. So we have 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. So let me break it down. We have 8 times 8. That's 64. I have 8 times 8 is 64. 64 times 64. 4 times 4. Let me change the color here. We have 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 6 is 24. Plus 1 is 25. Moving on. Let me put a placeholder there. We have 6 times 4 is 24. Carry the 2. 6 times 6 is 36. Plus 2 is 38. Let's add them up. 6 plus 0, 5 plus 4, 8 plus 2 is 10. 3 plus 1, 4. So we have 4,096. So 8 to the 4th power, or 8 to the power of 4, is 4,096. Number 4, we have 5 to the power of 3, which means we should see the base 5 3 times. 5 times 5 times 5. Please don't confuse it with 5 times 3. That is not how exponents work, okay? So it's repeated multiplication. We see the base 3 times. Here we have 5 times 5 is 25. So now we have 25 times 5 5 times 5 is 25, carry the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So we have 5 to the power of 3, or 5 times 5 times 5 is equal to 125. All right, so here are some problems for you to try out on your own so you can practice exponents. Just remember that your base number is the number that is repeated. Okay, so that's the number you're multiplying times itself. The exponent here tells you how many times you multiply it times itself. So let's go ahead and summarize. Remember that an exponent tells you how many times you multiply the number times itself, that number being the base number. Exponents mean repeated multiplication. Going back to the example from the beginning, we had 2 to the power of 4, or 2 to the 4th power. That meant we saw the number 2 4 times, and you multiply it times itself. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. We said 2 times 2 gave us 4. 2 times 2 gave us 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. I hope the lesson has been helpful, and if you have any questions, don't forget to reach out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.